Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here tonight at the Continental Indoor Lacrosse League Championship, where the Colorado Sabres and the Chicago Outlaws are facing off in the championship game in their fifth meeting between these two teams in the last 2 years. Colorado wins the faceoff, gets possession and settles it. They're in the Chicago zone, change of possession coming this way, Chicago's ball. My name is Jeremy Ogden. I'll be commentating the game to you today from the Cedar Rapids Sportsplex in Grand Rapids. The Chicago Outlaws beat the Grand Rapids Dragonfish in an overtime game yesterday, 10-9. And the Colorado Sabertooths beat the Pittsburgh Octanes last night to both get their chance at this championship. Colorado back on the offense after a transitional drop. Colorado sets it up. They've got 5 players in motion. Time on the shot clock, getting low. Tyler Snyder lets a shot go, saved by the goalie. Ryan Larson, big save. Brian played great last night versus the Dragonfish and made 3 stops in overtime. Fitzgerald in goal for the Sabertooths, makes a big save on a short rush. Colorado coming back down the floor fast, slows it down, waiting for some offense. All right, Matt Noble setting up the offense in the corner. He challenges, gives it, shot, goal! Mark Woodard, Colorado Sabertooths, first-year player, gets the first goal of the game. It is 1-0 Colorado Sabertooths early in the first quarter. Continental Indoor Lacrosse League has been around for 3 years. This is the end of that 3rd season. They went under the moniker the Midwest Indoor Lacrosse Association for the first 2 years. Grand Rapids won the first year, the Dragonfish. Last year the Sabertooths won it. And this year, Chicago and Colorado are fighting for this trophy. Face off down, scrum, Colorado shoots it out, and Chicago gets the scoop. Deep in their own zone. All right, heading towards midfield, shifting personnel. Chicago steps into the zone. Ryan Shahidapur leading the way. Chicago rolls in. Zach Dorn sets up the offense. Big man Zach Dorn passes it off. Let's give him the ball to Sean Brogan, who's challenged high on the field. He's looking for a midfield infraction, gets a break, coming down the middle. Shot wide. Stays on zone. Shot clock, no reset. No reset on that. I'm sorry. No reset. So they're running low on time. Fast break, Colorado bringing it back down after the confusion. Saved by Larson, off to the side, into the net. Chicago ball, bringing it up nice and slow. Waiting for personnel, challenged at the midline. All right, slowing it down. Working the ball around Chicago's wide in the Colorado zone, not pressuring the crease. Man coming in from the point, runs into the offense, shot off the goalie. Garrett Fitzgerald makes the save, maintains possession, and it's lost in his pads. Here we go. Ball's out, ball's ready. Fitzgerald looks down the field, gives it up. Miller takes the ball, gives it off. Number 1 passes it down the field. Kevin Tate takes the ball, midfield, sets the offense. Got Dave Long, the veteran, deep in the zone, the lefty. All right, switching it back around through Tate, back to the top, over Kerrigan. Jordan Henry, the big man on this team. Drops the ball, loses over midfield. There's a scrum. Colorado maintains possession, gets it back over midfield, settles the ball again. High pressure. Coming down the middle. Henry's got the ball. He turns. He's setting it up. Waiting, and he's looking for an outlet. Somebody's got to help him out. There we go. Dave Long, the wily veteran, gets into the corner and rescues him. Ball's loose over to Tyler Snyder, setting up a hard shot. Shot deflected wide, off cage. Brian Larson, the goalie, wrangles it in, controls it, and makes the short pass to his defense. And they start the uphill climb into the Colorado Sabres zone. They achieve midfield under high pressure. High pressure. Double team at midfield. He's over and back. Colorado gets the penalty. Colorado resets quick. They've got 5 players out, led by Chris McGrin, Matt Noble, Sunshine, Taylor Emery, and shot checked, up into the air, lost. Sabertooths regain possession, fresh shot clock. Feet, it's ball's at the feet, can't pick it up, and he's got control of it. Brian Larson staves off one more goal. Chicago runs hard up the middle. Looks like we got Ryan Nautz settling the offense. Bringing it wide down the left side, setting up cutters. Still waiting, looking for something good to happen. Something to open up. Somebody's there, ball dropped, hits the turf. No control. Shot clock expires. Blue ball, Colorado Sabertooths wearing their dark blue jerseys. Bring it down. Shot off the goalie's hand. Into the side. Chicago Outlaws get possession back, give it back through the goalie, who gives it back to the D, and they're running. They get midfield. Chicago's wearing their whites on blue, and Colorado's wearing blue on blue. Chicago ball, top of the point, setting up an offense, waiting for his personnel to get into position. Ball comes down the left side. Ray Kincaid, president of the Chicago Outlaws, brings it in, loses possession to a hard check. Sabertooths ball, Dave Long brings it over midfield and down the side. We've got Kevin Tate at point operating now. He's looking for personnel to cut through. We've got Tyler Snyder to set up the offense high. They give and go. Tate's on the move. Snyder's down low. Jordan Henry takes the point with the balls. To Kevin Tate, to Tyler Snyder. Lots of motion on the ball here. Big drop to Kevin Tate. Over the top, and no. That's a goal, yes. Off the goalie's back, straight down. Rolls in behind the keeper. That's 2-1, Colorado Sabertooths from Kevin Tate over the top of the crease. Referee's having a little meeting right now, seeing if that's going to be legal. Whether he was in front of the cage or not when he released the ball is the distinction in lacrosse. If you hit the goal or the goalie, it is a no goal. However, the referees are discussing this, and it looks like they are still going to be discussing this for a few minutes. Goalie contending that he came over the top and got him. Colorado owner, Matt Ogden, disputing the call. Looks like they're trying to wave it off and give possession to Chicago in the corner. Clarifying with the ownership right now. Discussing it with the referee has come over and is discussing it with owner Matt Ogden right now, trying to clarify the rule as to whether or not the ball was released in front of the cage. Referee has several points to explain here. Give him a few minutes, give him a few seconds. We're going to step away for a second here and run a little ad for our friends who support us.
Hi, Sean Evans here.
And Brad Self from your Man Cup champion Peterborough Lakers and Nationwide Lacrosse.
If you'd like to learn the fundamentals of lacrosse taught by the pros in a fun and interactive environment, sign up for our Cobra Camp July 2nd to 5th or one of our Peterborough camps August 6th to 9th or 12th to 15th.
Camps are for boys and girls aged 6 to 12. For more info, check out nationwidelacrosse.ca, follow us on Twitter at Nationwide Lax, and like us on Facebook.
Sponsored by Central Ontario's Best Rock 101.5 The Wolf.
All right, we've reset. Chicago loses the ball very quickly, drops it back to Tyler Snyder, steals the ball, runs down the center, and scores a goal. 1-on-1 with goalie Brian Larson. Tyler Snyder, the speed demon out here, wearing neon blue and green shoes to show how fast he is. All right, face off, Colorado. Clark Woodard picks the draw. Luke Miller running to the goal, gets a shot. Goalie save, rebound. Save again by Brian Larson with a big kick save. Chicago maintains possession in the corner. After a scrum, they're feeding up, short passes, shorty. They're down into the zone on Colorado's offside. They're back. Oh, Colorado gets the ball and they're running downfield. Clark Woodard, 6'4", taking the punishment, drops it off to Chris McGrin. McGrin settles it. Got a little bit of time on the shot clock, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 8 minutes left in the game. McGrin challenges, drops to Snyder. Sunshine to Tyler Emery. Gets the ball. Sunshine, Tyler Emery, one of the professional players that joined the Colorado Sabres from the Kentucky Stick Horses for 2 years of the former NALL. Ball's dropped. Chicago gets possession. Chicago brings it up over midfield. Chicago's starting their offense. They have full personnel on side. Heavy pressure on the board. He's trying to sneak underneath. Chicago's player drops the ball. Colorado gets the ball. Is running up the field. Preston Plume gives the ball off. Nice pass. He gets off the field. Chris McGrain restarts the offense with Kevin Tate and Mike Kerrigan. Tyler Snyder jumps in. Keaton O'Hare is out. They're rotating a full 5 here. Jordan Henry staying in. All right, here we go. They're set on the offense. Tyler Snyder setting it up on the arc. Mike Kerrigan down low, goes for the underhand. Misses wide, high. Shot reset on the shot clock. Colorado maintains possession deep in the zone. Long shot from Kevin Tate off the goalie's pad. Possessed, controlled, and sent upfield to the Chicago offense. Chicago settles in. They've got 5-on-5. Running around the point, looking for an open man, trying to settle their offense to get something started. Chicago is moving around. They've got a man on crease waiting for the ball. Nobody can get it to him. Heavy pressure on the boards. Shot clock. He's pushing it. Having a little bit of shot clock technical difficulties here. Not the operator's fault. Seems to be mechanical. Got it working again. All right. Colorado with the ball, moving it down the floor. They've got personnel coming in, but challenge and a save by Brian Larson. He maintains possession. Chicago starting the ball from a dead play. Brings it up the floor. Chicago gets possession. Their side of the floor, settling the offense. They've got personnel changes to make. Double team at the point. Heavy double, heavy double. They're looking to get the ball out of this one, and they do not. The Chicago player evades the ball. Drop. Quick shot in close. On a goal by Chicago off the pass. It's going to be... We've got Tucker Johansson on the assist, and Dylan Weber gets the first goal for the Chicago Outlaws. It is 2-1 with 6:42 left in the first quarter. Pretty good game so far, folks. Pretty physical. These teams really want to win this game. They have a lot of history together. A lot of hard history. A couple really good fights in some of their games that have gone on for a lot longer than some other lacrosse fights. All right, face-off. Chicago gets the face, drops control, loses it. Colorado down the floor, fast break to the goal. Shoots in, scores! Luke Miller gets the goal. Unassisted from the point. 3-1, Colorado Sabertooths lead the Chicago Outlaws in the Continental Indoor Lacrosse Championship game. Here in the first quarter in Grand Rapids, Michigan at the Cedar Rock Sportsplex. Setting up for another face-off here. And we're off. Fighting for it. Chicago gets possession. Can they stay in the zone? They do. They maintain their heavy double, heavy pressure, triple team, and he drops it to the point. Chicago's got possession at the point. Colorado sets up their low D. One man shifts on D for a double team, and the ball's on the ground. Chicago can't possess. Colorado makes a smart shift from behind, coming out the door of the bench. Oh, Chicago maintains possession, running out the shot clock. 6 seconds, shot, and wide. Off the goalie, Garrett Fitzgerald, who does not agree with the call. Chicago maintains possession, starts an offense, hard shot, off. Alexander Rierich lets one go, but it's wide. Chicago gets the rebound, going into the crease, behind the back. Goal! Behind the back goal scored by Zach Dorn. And our score here in Chicago, with Chicago, is 3-2. We're in Grand Rapids. Having a good time here in the box, folks. Wish you were here to join us with this capacity crowd. Getting ready for another face-off here. We've got Taylor Emery taking the face-off. Whistle and ball's on the ground. Loose at the feet. Chicago kicks it out. No possession yet. Going deep into the Colorado zone. Heavy fighting for it. No, we've got a call on boarding on Chicago. They get possession and the whistle blows. We've got a boarding penalty on Chicago for a loose ball. Took the Colorado player down to the ground. Everybody seems to be okay though. A little chippy. All right. And Colorado goes on their first power play of the day. Looks like they're going to run with the veteran Dave Long, Taylor Emery, Tristan McGrin, Tyler Snyder, and Kevin Tate as the man-up unit. The owner of the Colorado Sabertooths giving the referees a little piece of his mind here about some calls that he disagrees with. And the Colorado Sabertooths bench gets a warning from the referees. And we also have an offsetting penalty for Sean Monahan. It's going to be Chicago possession here after they sort out the details. Colorado owner asking for a little explanation from the referee. Referee comes over to give him a break, and we're going to step away for 1 second here.
Listen to Lax Live Friday nights. It's the only show that goes one-on-one with the top lacrosse analysts in the game.
Huge week here for the Washington Shells coming up, but they got a big win against the Toronto Rock last week. How vital was that win for their season?
Obviously, they've had their struggles throughout the season. Getting Chris Hall back, I think, was a huge step for them.
Lax Live Radio, the program that started it all. Marissa and Jemmy from In Lax We Trust talks each week with the people who report on and shape the game.
All right. Well, that got sorted out. Chicago gets the ball. We've got 4-on-4 play. Chicago takes a shot, saved by Garrett Fitzgerald, the Colorado Sabertooths goalie. Colorado advances the ball to midfield. Jordan Henry brings it in down the center. He looks for some openings. He's got heavy defense. Gets him in the face. No call. Waiting for his personnel. We got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jordan Henry still holding under pressure. Going to the cage. Takes a big hit. Dumps it off to a shorty. And we've got it over the midfield. It gets kicked over the midfield. All right. Sabertooths goalie Garrett Fitzgerald comes out and deflects the ball into the board. Chicago maintains possession while Colorado resets their defense. We are 4-on-4 right now. Colorado gets possession after a wayward shot. Goes awry. Colorado brings it in. Taylor Emery settling the ball. Gives it off. Kevin Tate. High board side. All right, now we've got Tyler Snyder coming down the field. Kevin Tate, Dave Long, Mike Kerrigan. Snyder takes a shot off the goalie's chest. It's wide. They maintain possession and get a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Colorado brings it in, stepping in for a hard shot. Hits the goalie right in the chest. All right, Chicago gets the rebound, brings it up to midfield. They're fighting for the half line, and they get it. Ball's down. No pressure on him. Here he goes now. We're in a man situation, one-on-one. He's got him pinned against the boards. Chicago's got help coming in to peel him off. Colorado's pressuring at the midfield line. Ball's off the net, and Colorado possession, bringing it in. Colorado brings it up over midfield. Matt Noble handles the ball on offense. New addition to the Colorado Sabertooths this year from up north, New York area. Matt Noble relocated to Colorado to join the Sabertooths, and we're glad to have him here. Shot on cage! Noble gives the ball off to Clark Woodward, and Woodward scores with it on a low shot, 5-hole. Brian Larson got a piece of it, but it still got the cage. So we're at 4-2. Colorado leads Chicago in Grand Rapids. All right, ready for another face-off here. Waiting for the ball to be positioned. Players waiting to get out of the box here. 23 seconds. All right, and they're down for the face-off. There we go. Ball bounces high up in the air. Collected in by a Chicago player, number 8, Zach Dorn. He brings it into offense. Settling a high offense, no personnel changes. They're sticking with what they got. All right, here they go. Coming in from a high point, hard arc to the board side. Switches it, comes in close to the crease angle, and misses a shot wide. Colorado recoups. Chicago gets possession. 5 seconds on their shot clock. Garrett Fitzgerald, the goalie for the Colorado Sabertooths, makes a quick short save, gives it off, and the Sabertooths are on offense one more time. Bring it over midfield is Kevin Tate. Team captain last year. This year, Sabertooths ran without a captain, going with the Unity program. Here we go. Kevin Tate brings it in. He pulls a defender, takes a shot. Saved by Brian Larson. Controls it. Gives it off to his defenseman. He's taking his time for a good throw. He gets it up to midfield. He is lit up at midfield. The receiver is lost his helmet. Colorado Sabertooth gets the ball. He's running to the bench without his helmet. We have an injured player. He is getting himself off the floor. His helmet is still on the ground. All right. Colorado is settling their offense. We got 5 guys. We got 5-on-5 action here. Player on the ground. Little contact. Shot low off the goalie's leg. Collected by Colorado. Reset. You got it? We got the reset. And we got a goal from behind. No goal because no goal. The referees are waving it off because it was from behind the cage. If you leave the ground behind the goal and the ball leaves your stick behind the goal pipe, it's technically not allowed to be a goal in box lacrosse. Some weird rules with the behind the back and behind the goal shooting, but the referees are working on explaining everything to both coaches pretty well, doing their best. Nobody likes to give up a goal, but they understand. All right, Chicago possession. They're going to bring it in from their side, down over midfield, one-on-one. He challenges heavy. And number 16, Ryan Naus gets a goal on a single break down the middle on Garrett Fitzgerald. Goes in on the high right corner. And we are at 4-2-3 here in Grand Rapids. Resetting for the face right now. Got Taylor Emery taking the face off. No possession yet. We've got Colorado possession. They're working it back into the zone. Reset. Get the midline. Working in the offense here. All right, we've got personnel. 5-on-5. Shot clock's down to 11 seconds. And they're working a certain play. You can hear the bench calling out. Trying to make something happen. They're working. Clark Woodard tries to get the shot off to stave off the shot clock violation, but misses the cage, and it's a Chicago ball. Chicago bringing the ball up the floor on the far side. Crosses midfield under high pressure. They're one-on-one. He dumps to the corner. Corner's got the ball, bringing it in. Dylan Weber, shot wide. Ball's on the ground. Colorado regains the rebound, and they're moving upfield. Colorado gets midfield under the control of Tyler Snyder, who brings it in and drops it off. And we're at the high point, waiting for personnel to come in. There we go. Kevin Tate, leader of this offense, comes in, dishes it off to Jordan Henry. Jordan Henry down to Dave Long. Dave Long off to Tyler Snyder. Shot over the cage. Reset on the shot clock. Got a piece of the goal. They got a full 30. Trying to slow it down now. Control the ball. Trying to make sure they make the best of this opportunity. Kevin Tate possessing the ball. Passes to Tyler Snyder. Tyler Snyder to Jordan Henry. Jordan Henry possesses with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He gives it to Tyler Snyder. Tyler Snyder to Kevin Tate. Kevin Tate steps in. Fakes the shot. Gives it off to Tyler Snyder. Tyler Snyder lets the cannon go and right into the stick of Brian Larson. Brian Larson goes full field with it, and we've got a whistle. All right.
What?
All right, and they've got 10 seconds they're trying to put back on the clock. Inadvertent whistle, Colorado ball. We're going to put... Go. All right. It's going to be Colorado's ball when we restart here with...
That's the same down at the shot clock.
All right, more conversation between the Sabertooths owner and the referee. Then we're going to start with a goalie ball down in Chicago's zone. Goalie makes a off throw, and Colorado gets possession as the quarter ends. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us for this first quarter of the Continental Indoor Lacrosse League Championship. We are 4-3 Colorado leads over the Chicago Outlaws.
Hi, Sean Evans here.
And Brad Self from your Man Cup champion Peterborough Lakers and Nationwide Lacrosse.
If you'd like to learn the fundamentals of lacrosse taught by the pros in a fun and interactive environment, sign up for our Cobra Camp July 2nd to 5th or one of our Peterborough camps August 6th to 9th or 12th to 15th.
Camps are for boys and girls aged 6 to 12. For more info, check out nationwidelacrosse.ca, follow us on Twitter at Nationwide Lax, and like us on Facebook.
Sponsored by Central Ontario's Best Rock 101.5 The Wolf.
It's not him, it's the button.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented, athlete-customized, high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments, that dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire and forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com.
Got another quarter. Ship up or ship out.
Hi, Sean Evans here.
And Brad Self from your Man Cup champion Peterborough Lakers and Nationwide Lacrosse.
If you'd like to learn the fundamentals of lacrosse taught by the pros in a fun and interactive environment, sign up for our Cobra Camp July 2nd to 5th or one of our Peterborough camps August 6th to 9th or 12th to 15th.
Camps are for boys and girls aged 6 to 12. For more info, check out nationwidelacrosse.ca, follow us on Twitter at Nationwide Lax, and like us on Facebook.
Sponsored by Central Ontario's Best Rock 101.5 The Wolf.
All right, folks, we're getting back on the floor here in Grand Rapids, getting ready for the second quarter of the Colorado Sabertooths versus Chicago Outlaws in the CILL Championship for the 2013 season. Colorado Outlaws, the Colorado Sabertooths are leading the Chicago Outlaws 4-3. We are ready for our second quarter first face-off. Working out the details here on the time clock, and we are ready to go. Face-off's ready. They're down. Ball hasn't come out yet. There we go. Ball's loose. Colorado gets possession. Looking around for an open man to help him out, and he's got it. We've got their shift in progress. They're getting all the personnel they need to on the floor. Chicago's set on defense with their guys in place already. Colorado working it around the perimeter. One cutter goes through. Still working it around, coming from the low corner. Ball's up on the ground. Fighting for a little scrum over there. Chicago's got the lead. Chicago gets the ball. They're at midfield. Running fast to the corner. Dishes it off. And there's waiting for two players to join him on the field. They're all set. Shot clock winding down to 15. Here we go. Shot saved. Garrett Fitzgerald. Sabertooths goalie. Reset on the shot clock. Chicago maintains possession. Brings it in. Ray Kincaid sets up the offense. Dump across the middle, goes awry, ball's down. A couple of guys fighting for it. Chicago gets possession. Ryan Nows passes it off. Nice high shot, saved by Fitzgerald from the doorstep. Passes it off to the defense. They're clearing up the floor. Colorado on offense, behind the cage. 2-on-2 behind the cage. Colorado comes out with it. They've got 20 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to work with. Dave Long, the wily old veteran, comes to the point, sets up the offense, gives it to Kevin Tate. Kevin Tate off to Tyler Snyder. Tyler Snyder dumps into the corner. We've got Mike Kerrigan, takes the shot, off pipe, outside, hits the net. All right. Chicago's going to get the ball here at midfield, bringing it into the Colorado zone. Looks like everybody's got all the players they need out there. Ryan Werhane brings in the ball. Chicago, bounce high, drops the ball, lose control. Sabertooth all over him, gets it back. He's off the boards. They're double teaming him pretty hard to get that ground ball. They got the ground ball. It's loose, out, and Django, Justin DePalma gets the ball out. Shot saved by Brian Larson. Rebound, shot off cage. Colorado resets. They've got possession. They've got 25 seconds on the shot clock. Time to work with as they go to the point through Jordan Henry. Jordan Henry drops into the corner. Corner to X. He's got the ball right behind the cage. He's coming around the front. Shot off the goalie. Picks it up. Rebound. Colorado's got it. And it's back into the crease for Brian Larson to dish out to about midfield. Bad throw. Matt Noble of the Colorado Sabertooth riding hard. Gets the ball off the ground. He's on his player on his back. Gets possession back. Trying to stay away from all this heavy traffic. Gives it up. And he's loose. Kevin Tate with possession. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. I'm reading it in the mirror. Colorado ball. Shot. Goal by Mike Kerrigan from Tyler Snyder. All right, so we're 5-3 is our new score here in Grand Rapids. Chicago trailing by 2 here with a little over 10 minutes left in the second quarter. I was 99 scored it then, and Kerrigan got it. 32, Matt Kerrigan gets it. Face off. Little traffic. Chicago gets the ball. Hard shot, underhand. Off cage. Chicago rebounds. Possesses. No reset on their first shot. Underhand cannon. Gets a piece of the goalie. Fitzgerald places the ball on the stick. He's looking for an outlet. He gets a short throw to the D. D's bringing it up. Long throw to midfield. Colorado gets the ball on midfield. Ball's coming in. Colorado's setting up behind the cage. Shooting from behind. Off the pike. Chicago gets the rebound. They're moving up the floor. They've got midfield. Resetting their personnel right now. He's got one-on-one pressure at the point. Who gives it? Number 3, Dylan Weber brings it in for the Outlaws. Looking for something good to happen. Gives it off to Jimmy Canzolino. Goal. Shoots it from a low angle. Gets it on the inside pipe. Here we go. All right, here we come. Back to the face-off circle. Score is now 5-4. Colorado's slim lead of 1 goal dwindling away as Chicago fights back into this game. Face-off, here we go. Laying on the stick, no call. Here we go, kicks the ball. Not loose. There we go, Sabertooth ball. Bringing it down into the zone. Django, Justin DePalma. Brings it up, gives it off, and leaves the floor. Jordan Henry brings it in from the side, waiting for some help. Kevin Tate bringing it over. Sunshine Taylor Emery. Heavy pressure, double team on the crease, loses the ball. Chicago's got a break. Ryan Shahidapur comes down, undefended, and saved by Garrett Fitzgerald off the high shoulder. Chicken wing save. Colorado trying to fight back for possession. They've got it. Heavy traffic. And they get over midfield. Sloppy but effective. Here we go. Colorado's on the offense, settling their players and personnel. Chicago doing the same. Luke Miller, high side with the ball, looking for help. We've got Tyler Snyder handling now at the point, looking for his offensive unit. Dave Long coming in. Dave Long announcing this week that this is probably his last game and he is retiring after this, so we hope to see a great performance from him, and we know he'll give it everything he's got. Shot on Cage. Rebound. Colorado gets the goal. They tuck it in. No, they're waving it off. No goal again. Referee is taking.
Hey, hold on. Stop the clock.
Hold.
Hey, Chris, stop the clock.
And we've got a intervention from the commissioner here.
Stop.
Commissioner Russ King trying to get the attention of the referees, but cannot.
Hey, stop the clock. Stop. Hold the ball.
Confusion everywhere on this one, folks. Referees, players, lots of talking, lots of yelling. Nobody knows what's going on.
Come here. Get Brett. I gotta set the clock. Get Brett over here.
All right. Commissioner.
I need you over here.
Commissioner Russ King pulling the game officials over for a confab here at the bench. Having a few moments of enlightenment. We've got coaches coming in. We're going to see what happens. We've got problems with what could be the clock or a rule. I'm not sure yet. Russ is going to come back and clarify for me here in a minute. While we're doing this, we're going to step away for a second, and I'm going to help out our sponsors.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented athlete-customized high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments, that dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire-and-forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more.
All right, we're back into play here. Door pops open on a hard hit, and we're going to get a reset on play there.
That's Odor Gladiator.
Pull the door closed. Everybody's back in the field. Looks like it's going to be a Colorado ball. Looks like we've got a Colorado power play coming our way. Rule in box lacrosse is if you are on a power play defense, you do not have a shot clock. All right, we got a timeout, White, and we're going to take one more timeout real quick while we can. Thank you for joining us here today.
Listen to Lax Live Friday nights. It's the only show that goes one-on-one with the top lacrosse analysts in the game.
What? Shot clock for power play. No shot clock for main down.
Obviously, they've had their struggles.
If they get the ball,
Chris Hall
no
back,
shot.
I think, was a huge step for them.
Lax Live Radio, the program that started it all. Marissa and Jemmy from In Lax We Trust talks each week with the people who report on and shape the game.
Two of the top teams in the league. What's your prediction for that game?
Arizona State's really struggling with their offense.
It's Friday nights at 6 p.m. on the Lacrosse Radio Network. It's brought to you by Destiny Lacrosse.
This is John Galloway of the Rochester Rattlers, and you're listening to Lacrosse Radio Network.
High School Lacrosse Thursdays on the Lacrosse Radio Network. Listen to By the Book at 2 p.m.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. Getting ready to start up play again after a Chicago penalty and a little timeout. It's going to be a Colorado Sabertooths power play for 2 minutes. Penalty roughing, pushing into the boards. And Colorado's going to start the ball with Kevin Tate at the point. Chris McGrin and Tyler Emery.
This is Nick Rose of the Toronto Rock, and you're listening to the Lacrosse Radio Network.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties with our sponsors. Colorado controls the ball. They're passing around. Kevin Tate, zigzag pass. Off center. Goalie goes down. Defense deflected into the boards. Chicago gets possession, but loses the ball back to Colorado at midfield. Colorado regains control. Chris McGrin settles it with a fresh shot clock and fresh legs of personnel. Here we go. Cutters to the back door. Ball's at the point. Working it around. Ball's back to Tyler Snyder. Emery, Snyder, Tate, they're working around. Good passing. Tate back to the point. Comes off center. Shot hard and goal by Kevin Tate. Assisted by Chris McGrin. 14. Tyler Snyder with a cannon of a shot. Well, matches his shoes. Tyler Snyder shoots about 103 miles an hour, and I've seen it from the wrong end of it. Believe me, folks, it is every bit as fast as that. You hope it hits you on a very big pad. Face off now. Chicago gets possession. They're running hard to the corner, settling it down. Hard shot underhand. Garrett Fitzgerald takes it off the leg and the chin. Passes it out to short defense. They're running up the side. Defended. He gets midfield without much contestation. And he dishes off to Matt Noble at the point. Colorado Sabertooths setting up their offense. Down in the zone. We've got 5-on-4. 5-on-5 action. Tony's race.
Is the board not working, or is he not going to put that goal? What's that? Yeah, I'll put it up.
All right. Colorado owner Matt Ogden giving his 2 cents worth to the box. Thank you. Here we go. Colorado Sabertooths run the ball around. Fast play behind the cage, looking for a cutter. Off the goalie shot. Rebound off the goalie. It's on the floor in front of the cage. Nobody's got it yet. Nobody's got it yet. They're still fighting for it, and Chicago comes up with the rebound. Slow roll up the field. He's looking for somebody to help him out, but he meets somebody at midfield. Bad throw. Oh, bad catch by a Colorado Sabertooth. Could have had the interception. Ball's on the ground. Now it's a scrum. Chicago player seems to be rolling around on the ground on top of the ball. There's the ball. It's loose. Colorado gets it. New shot clock. Here we go. Coming up the floor. All right. Mike Kerrigan going hard from the corner. Decides better of it. Thinks better of it. Pulls it out to the corner. Settles the offense. Good play. Good play all around. Smart play. Here we go. They're setting up the play. The offense is in motion. The wheels are turning. Tyler Snyder gets a shot. Stick save by Ryan Larson, the goalie. Possesses it, throws it out, gets it to midfield. Falls down in the Chicago zone, under control. Waiting for personnel to catch up. Down to 20 seconds on the shot clock. We've got Ryan Nautz bringing it in from the point. Big man for the Chicago Outlaws, trying to muscle his way through the middle. Garrett Fitzgerald gets the ball as it comes out of his stick and trickles into the crease. Sabertooth's ball up the boards. He's getting double teamed, takes one on the neck. He still holds possession, gives it down the field over the midfield to Matt Noble. Matt Noble fakes big, goes for a dump, but fakes the dump. He maintains possession and settles the offense along the board and along the bench side of the field. Got a player at X handling the ball, dive to GLE, goal. Dives into the cage, waiting for the referee's call, no goal. Goalie ball, Brian Larson waiting for the referee's whistle to start play again. He's looking for his play. He's got a short throw, and the ball is moving upfield towards the Colorado zone. Chicago has possession in the zone now. They're matching up. Going for a hard shot, off cage, back through the point, and it's over and back. We're going to see who gets touch on it first. Colorado gets possession and a shot. Off goalie. Almost. That's a great opportunity, but Colorado's going to maintain possession because it hit the net after it hit the goalie. The net behind the goalie is out of bounds, and that changes possession. So it should be, Colorado should have possession here. Or are they calling it a goal? After some discussion, it appears we don't know yet. We have one referee ready to do a face-off and one referee ready to get possession of the goalie. Working out the details, folks. Looks like we're going to a... Oh, it's a penalty shot, folks. They have called a penalty shot. Tyler Snyder comes in for the penalty shot. He's one-on-one with the goalie. And it's saved by Brian Larson, the goalie. Big save, high corner off the glove. Tyler Snyder does not often miss those. Should be a Sabertooth possession.
No. Blue ball. Yeah, it's a blue ball. Infraction.
And it is. Since they don't get a sitting time on the bench, Colorado does receive possession. And we're going 5-on-5, no power play. The penalty shot is the power play in that instance. And here we go, 5-on-5 ball for the Colorado Sabertooths possession. Heading towards the goals, Taylor Emery spins in front of the crease, pulls it back out, gives Jordan Henry at the point. Jordan Henry at the point, trying to get help to his right side. Can't get it, so he comes, dishes to the right to Matt Noble. Matt Noble, wire in small, gets under the defense, pushed back out. Back to the point, we got McGrin. McGrin dishes off to the side. We've got Taylor Emery gets the ball, dishes off. Jordan Henry. Henry gets the ball. Henry waiting for a shot. Shot clock's running out. He puts it on Cage. Gets a reset. And possession by the goalie. So Brian Larson takes the outlet long. High bouncing ball. Still no possession. Chicago gets it. 4-on-2 Colorado. So Chicago pulls it out and waits for personnel. All right. Chicago settles it down. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Just realized that. Player 32 is going to be Sean Brogan, checking out the shot clock. Passes it off. Shot wide. No contact. So it's Colorado Sabertooths ball. Colorado Sabertooths long pass over midfield. And now he slows it down to wait for his offense. Offense takes the ball. Kevin Tate, the starter. Here we go. Alex Stanton, wild man on the left side. Is a placement shooter, waiting for an opening. Gets a dish. Clark Woodard gets a shot off the goalie. Brian Larson save off the arm. Reset on the shot clock. Mike Kerrigan gets the rebound. Kevin Tate pushes, pulls the defense to his side, dishes off to Clark Woodard. Woodard on the bench, on the board side. Slows it down a little bit. He's got 15 seconds on the shot clock. Setting it up low in the corner. Waiting for some help on the cutter. Missed off the cage. 4 setups, 1 good shot off cage. Here we go, and Chicago brings it up over midfield. Oh, picked off by Sean Monahan. He's got a slow break. And he takes the shot and scores! Sean Monahan, goal, breakaway on the pick. And it is now 7-4, Colorado Sabertooths. Sean Monahan, the big defender for the Sabertooths. Roots in the Long Island area, came out to Colorado for high school and has been here ever since. Been there ever since. Monahan cracking his first goal of the game. Face off is set. All right, here we go. Sabertooths win it clean. Taylor Emery. Call him Sunshine. To Matt Noble on the crease. Matt Noble takes a big hit but maintains possession. On the bench side. To the crease. Save by Brian Larson. Quick shot from the crease. Heavy pressure. Oh, he's getting a double to midfield but achieves the midline. He's waiting for his players. He's going heavy. Number 8. Zach Dorn pushing the Sabertooths around as he dumps off and gets off the floor for his offense. We've got a penalty. Brian Larson, the goalie for Chicago Outlaws, is off the floor. Shot, save, Fitzgerald, and a stoppage by the referee for the Colorado penalty. Brian Larson, the goalie, hustled off, wearing all 50 pounds of gear. Walking his way back to the crease now. All right. Number 3, Matt Noble. 2 minutes for roughing. Down in the corner. So he's taking it like a champ, being a good team player, not talking back. That's what we like to see. Setting a good example for the youth in the stadium. Chicago starts with the ball. It's 5-on-4. They've got a man on the crease and the perimeter. Underhand cannon. Fitzgerald handles it. Cannon again. Off the lost rebound. There we go. Ball's off the net. Colorado Sabertooths get it. They bring it up. And that is the end of the second quarter on a half-court shot. Ladies and gentlemen, our score is 7-4 here in Grand Rapids. Colorado Sabertooths lead the Chicago Outlaws in the Continental Indoor Lacrosse League's championship game. Shots in this game. Let's check some stats for you. Let's see what we got. Read these off and we'll go to our sponsors for halftime and come back and bring you the action-packed second half of this championship game. All right, so we've got 2 penalties aside, 4 minutes each. Total, Chicago has spread out their offense pretty evenly. 1 goal a guy for the 4 guys. Colorado has Clark Woodard and Tyler Snyder, each with 2 goals. The rest of their scorers, each with 1. And we are heading off into halftime here, folks. Thanks for joining me, Jeremy Ogden, here in the box for this game. We're having a great time here in Grand Rapids, and we can't wait to see you for the second half. Please join us again, and we will talk to you then.
Listen to Lax Live Friday nights. It's the only show that goes one-on-one with the top lacrosse analysts in the game.
Huge week here for the Washington Cells coming up, but they got a big win against the Toronto Rock last week. How vital was that win for their season?
Obviously, they've had their struggles throughout the season. Getting Chris Hall back, I think, was a huge step for them.
Lax Live Radio, the program that started it all. Marissa and Jemmy from In Lax We Trust talks each week with the people who report on and shape the game.
2 of the top teams in the league. What's your prediction for that game?
Arizona State's really struggling with their offense.
It's Friday nights at 6 p.m. on the Lacrosse Radio Network. It's brought to you by Destiny Lacrosse.
You're expanding, putting something up that's a view.
This is John Galloway of the Rochester Rattlers, and you're listening to Lacrosse Radio Network.
High School Lacrosse Thursdays on the Lacrosse Radio Network. Listen to By the Book at 2 p.m. with Booker Corrigan from ESPN Radio and CUDA Lacrosse. And at 6:30 to Lax High with Lax Media's Chris Goldberg and Inside Lacrosse's Ty Zanders. Rotate each Thursday on the Lacrosse Radio Network is what you want to be for high school lacrosse.
This is Nick Rose of the Toronto Rock, and you're listening to the Lacrosse Radio Network.
After year one, the Midwest Lacrosse Association is ready to dominate the Midwest United States. Promoting the game of lacrosse nationally, MILA is live every week on the Lacrosse Radio Network starting this August. Want to connect more in the game? Don't have your lacrosse fix? Follow the Lacrosse Radio Network on Twitter at InLaxWeTrust for the most interactive lacrosse hub on the web and at Lax Radio Network. Also, make sure to check out at InLax University for college and at InLax Canada for Canadian box. Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented athlete-customized high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments, that dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire-and-forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and to find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com. The Lacrosse Radio Network. The Lacrosse Radio Network.
77? Yeah. Oh, hey, what do we got going on over here?
The Lacrosse Radio Network. Listen to NCAA, CLAX, NALL, and MILA game broadcasts at the Lacrosse Radio Network, the home of lacrosse audio. The only place where you can follow NCAA Division III, the Canadian Lacrosse League, North American Lacrosse, Quebec Senior Lacrosse League, and Midwest Lacrosse Association.
Shot score, Mendez! A side angle shot, and Tony Mendez breaks the ice.
Also, the home to unique lacrosse programming that you just can't get anywhere else. Listen every day at inlaxwetrust.com or blogtalkradio.com/lacrosse radio or blogtalkradio.com/laxradio.
Block on the way in, goalie out, score! Another goal for the Mustangs.
The Lacrosse Radio Network.
I like it, man. Off the field, love it. On the field, still bad guy. Still one of the bad guys.
Kentucky Stick Horses. You're listening to the Lacrosse Radio Network.
Oh, Kelly, just hold the other stick.
The best radio, not on radio. RadioExiles.com. Radio gone underground from parts unknown.
I'm not receiving a detectable frequency.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented athlete-customized high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments, that dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire-and-forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and to find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com. Listen to Lax Live Friday nights. It's the only show that goes one-on-one with the top lacrosse analysts in the game.
Huge week here for the Washington CILL coming up, but they got a big win against the Toronto Rock last week. How vital was that win for their season?
Obviously, they've had their struggles throughout the season. Getting Chris Hall back, I think, was a huge step for them.
Lax Live Radio, the program that started it all. Marissa and Jemmy from In Lax We Trust talks each week with the people who report on and shape the game.
Two of the top teams in the league. What's your prediction for that game?
Arizona State's really struggling with their offense.
It's Friday nights at 6 p.m. on the Lacrosse Radio Network. It's brought to you by Destiny Lacrosse.
This is John Galloway of the Rochester Rattlers, and you're listening to Lacrosse Radio Network.
High School Lacrosse Thursdays on the Lacrosse Radio Network. Listen to By the Book at 2 p.m. with Booker Corrigan from ESPN Radio and Cuda Lacrosse. And at 6:30 to Lax High with Lax Media's Chris Goldberg and Inside Lacrosse's Ty Sanders. Rotating each Thursday on the Lacrosse Radio Network where you want to be for high school lacrosse.
This is Nick Rose of the Toronto Rock, and you're listening to the Lacrosse Radio Network.
After year one, the Midwest Lacrosse Association is ready to dominate the Midwest United States. Promoting the game of lacrosse nationally, MILA is live every week on the Lacrosse Radio Network starting this August. Want to connect more in the game? Don't have your lacrosse fix? Follow the Lacrosse Radio Network on Twitter at InLaxWeTrust for the most interactive lacrosse hub on the web, and at Lax Radio Network Also, make sure to check out at Inlax University for college and at Inlax Canada for Canadian bottles.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cedar Rock Sports Complex here in Grand Rapids. Chicago players just starting to come back out onto the floor. Colorado players mulling around outside their locker room, preparing to come back out as well. This is Jeremy the Tank Ogden coming to you from Grand Rapids, Michigan for the Continental Indoor Lacrosse League Championship. Indoor lacrosse in America at its best. So a little bit about the CILL. 3 years ago, the Midwest Indoor Lacrosse League was founded by Russ Kincaid and Ray... What did I describe the two names? Ray Kincaid and Russ King. It's originally 4 teams.
In 2011?
2011? Yeah, 3 years.
It was founded by Chip Rossetti.
Oh, in 2011. Chip Rossetti founded it with the 2 owners of Chicago and Grand Rapids, Russ King and Ray Kincaid. Colorado joined the league a year later, and this apparently is the only league that's still standing of the 3 upstart leagues in this country. The NALL, the PLL, and the last man standing, the CILL. Onward and upward from here, I'm sure, for the CILL, with these 2 teams carrying it, and the Grand Rapids Dragonfish and Pittsburgh Octane out there, driving these teams to be their best. We're back in Grand Rapids. Chicago's warming up. Colorado's just jogging around. All right, Sabertooths coming out en masse onto the floor, getting ready to run this second half. Chicago looks just as prepared, ready to fight for it. Look of intensity in both teams' eyes as we prepare for the second half. Colorado's going to start on the man down. Matt Noble's still in the box for a late in the first half penalty of roughing. So he has about 1 minute and 45 seconds to burn off on that one before we can get back to even strength. Not sure. It looks like Garrett Fitzgerald's going to stay in goal for the Colorado Sabertooth. They brought 3 goalies, including myself. However, I will not be suiting up for this game. Monty Montgomery is our other wonderful goalie. And since Garrett Fitzgerald is playing so hot, it looks like he's going to get a little extra time here. Monty got most of the game yesterday versus Pittsburgh. And in a 2-goalie system that Colorado's running right now, due to my injury, they're splitting it up pretty fair. They're being really good about it, and both goalies are very supportive of each other, which is hard to do in this sport because it takes a lot to be a starting goaltender when they're throwing things at you at 100 miles an hour. Monty's over there giving Garrett some support, gives him a pat on the butt, and tells him to do a good job. We're set on the Colorado side. Chicago's getting ready to come off their bench and start the second half. A little warm-up, little throw-around, little cheer, and here we go. Heading to the face-off circle for the second half of this final game of the CILL 2013 season.
How much time left on that penalty, sir?
1:45. What did we say was left on the penalty? 1 minute and 43 seconds left on the penalty for Matt Noble. Referees verifying the time on the penalty in the box. Getting ready. I've got the trophy right here, ready to be awarded. I've got a static commissioner next to me, ready to award his trophy. Russ King in the box with me from the Grand Rapids Dragonfish, pulling double duty as an owner and a player for them, and a triple duty job as the commissioner of the league, as voted in by the owners. Russ has done a great job carrying the league. Russ has done a great job carrying the league through this season and making sure everything runs as smoothly as it possibly can in a young league like this. Just getting the teams out here was a challenge, but he succeeded at that. The rest of it is up to the players. Face off. Colorado gets the ball quick. Sean Monahan possesses, gives it to Clark Woodward over midfield. Ball back down, back to the point. Settling an offense, spreading out. Here we go. All right, coming in. Long passing, back and forth across the top, down to the corner. Back across, trying to burn some time off this penalty before they have to surrender the ball. McGrin makes a move to the goal and gets it on a corner near post. Bobby McGrin, his older brother Chris McGrin, his older brother Bobby is quite a player too. Been playing against them for years, and they are both equally dangerous with the ball in their stick. Chris has been a member of the Colorado Sabertooths for 2 years. Bobby was a member of the Sabertooth last year, did not make it out this year. He is dearly missed. Bobby McGrin, number 14. Stays on to take the face, assumes the sumo stance. Face off, illegal procedure. Blue moved early, it's going to be a white ball.
What is that? 14? 13, 17. 13:45. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Trying to figure out the time on the penalty here for the young man in the box, Matt Noble, new addition. Beautiful ponytail. Ball's down to the corner. Chicago ball, possessing, working it around. Waiting for a cutter. Get the cutter. Fitzgerald gets the arm out, makes the save. He gets possession. That's interference on the goal. He hits the goalie's stick. Fitzgerald gets a free clear. Sabertooth ball out in the corner.
Yeah, I got it.
Here we go. Sabertooths bringing it up. Alex Stanton controlling the ball at midfield. Gives it off to Taylor Emery. Stanton goes wide. Takes the point. Sunshine holds on to the ball. Emery to Tate. Tate to Stanton. Stanton fakes. Pulls the defender in. He's juking. He rolls. Sets loose a cutter. Cutter gets the ball shot off wide. Ball rebound by Colorado. Reset on the play, not the shot clock. There's a shot clock reset on a Chester. Ball's on the ground. Chicago gets the Lucy and is over midfield with a pass. Off pass and ball's on the ground. Colorado gets it back. Sanderson back to Fitzgerald. Not intentionally. Fitzgerald corrals it, gives it up. We've got the ball back on offense for the Colorado Sabertooths. Keaton O'Hare settles it, gives it to Tyler Snyder. Tyler Snyder gives it to Sanderson. Sanderson back to Snyder. Snyder to Kerrigan. Kerrigan to Woodard. The Colorado Sabertooths sure do love to pass. Jordan Henry, hard shot off the keeper. Maintain possession on the boards, on the ground, and Clark Woodard gets the Lucy. Reset on the shot clock. Colorado coming back in. Snyder behind the cage, dancing, looking for an opening. In close, Sunshine, Tyler Emery cannot make the connection. Ball goes through to the goalie, Brian Larson. Brian Larson gets the ball to Ryan Sheetapore over 3. Dylan Weber controlling the ball on offense now. Cuts through the middle of 2 defenders, makes a great move. Looking for a cutter on the backside, but it's covered. Dishes to the high point, resets the O. Making an arcing move around the point. Gets the hard shot off wide. Colorado gets the ball. Long throw down the field. Off the stick. No break, but it's going to be a trip on Colorado in the box, number 1. Number 1.
Number 1.
All right, number 1 with the penalty. Skinny little guy. So we're going to be 2 minutes down. We got 5-on-4. Chicago's advantage right here. Score is 8-4. Colorado. Chicago on the man up. Power play. Working it around. Trying to open up some chinks in the armor. Cross passing, round the horn, drops the ball, gets it back, gives it back to the rotation, around the horn. Points got the ball. Shot clock rolling. Quick passing from Chicago, looking for a quick dump. No, fakes it. Oh, quick passing goes awry. Ball into the corner. No possession yet. No possession yet. Colorado's got possession. Dumps it out to the middle. Keaton O'Hare on the wheels. Luke Miller off. Oh, that's a good check on the break. That's a save by the goalie.
Come on, why? It went off him.
Little pleasantries after the play on that one, but everybody walks away with a smile. Chicago gets the ball, brings it back over midfield, settles the ball. He's waiting for personnel, rushes off. They're hustling, running off, trying to get these shift changes in to give them as much time as possible on offense. They're down to 15 seconds on the shot clock for Chicago. We're in man defense. Pulling the slide right here. He gets it loose to the point, to the side. No angle, no shot. Ball into the corner. All right, Colorado Sabertooth off the ground, then running. Matt Noble out of the box, ready to make a play for his team here. Down to the corner, looking for an outlet, moving around, staying loose. Waiting for their man to get out of the penalty box. Got about 30 seconds left on the penalty kill here for Colorado. They're just holding the ball now. No pressure from Chicago. They're letting them burn the clock. Seems like they're okay with this. No double team, one-on-one. And they get the shorthanded goal to the inside to Mike Kerrigan on a dump. Reaches around the goalie and goes glove side. Score is now 9-4 Colorado. And this is going to start getting chippy. These two teams didn't like each other coming in, and they like each other less when they're losing. That assist came from Tyler Emery. Tyler Emery, number 16, assists Kerrigan to the goal on the crease. Oh, face-off down, ground ball, Chicago possesses. He's got a defender, he's coming in. He's trying to make something happen. No room for it. Shut him down. Slow it down. He's being told by his captain. They've got the ball at the point under Weber's control. 15 rolls in. That's Alexander Rarick. He's coming. He's got a man on him hard. All right, Colorado's back to even strength. We're 5-on-5 here in Grand Rapids for the CILL Championship. Chicago's bring the ball up the bench side to the point. From the point, shot clock is running out, trying to get a shot off in time, and they do not. Shot clock expires. Colorado gets the ball. Here we go. Colorado gets the ball over midfield. No signal from the referees on that shot. Not sure what happened there. That's a shot by Tyler Snyder on the pads, a reset. Ball's into the corner, and it's off the net, so it's going to be a Chicago ball. Colorado heads to the bench, so Chicago. Everybody does a shift change, get some fresh legs out there. Here we go. Chicago brings it in from the goalie point, brings it down the bench side, switches over to the board side. We got the captain, number 16, Ryan Knotts. Passes it off, dropped pass. He regains it. Number 1 on defense on the ball. Chicago ball, 33 brings it in. Ray Kincaid gets a goal off a deflection. Hit something on the way through. Not a hot shot, but a shot that makes the back of the net nonetheless. Hit some traffic in between, but still goes in, and we all know those still count. Score now is 9-5. Colorado Sabertooth goal shrinks to 4. Billy procedure on the face-off on Chicago. Colorado ball, heavy pressure. Chris McGrin gives it off to an unguarded Tyler Emery. Sunshine Emery into the corner. He's covered, makes a move low. He's coming across behind the cage, looking for an outlet. He's got nothing. There he goes, short. Backup's there, so Chris McGrin brings it in. Heavy pressure. He dumps it behind. Colorado maintains possession to the corner. It's a ground ball. Anybody's chance. Chicago comes up with it. Goalie Brian Larson getting a nice little stick check in there behind the cage. Colorado heavy pressure at the point on number 32, Sean Brogan. He gives it off to number 88. 88, Chris Silvera. He comes out top right on with the ball. Down low, goalie across the crease, and gets another goal on Fitzgerald on the dive. Far side to the stick, underneath the leg. Score is 6-9. Colorado's goal is 3. Chicago seems like they're coming out fired up. Colorado needs to change the momentum right now. Got a face-off with Taylor Emery and Ryan Werhane. Face-off done, and on the ground, Chicago corrals it in their zone. Having a little problem getting the midline, but they do eventually, and we're into man-on-man defense. All right, we're 5-on-5 here. A little confusion on the Colorado defense as to who's supposed to be in where. Undefended on the crease. And slips through and gets a goal on Fitzgerald from the crease. And we're at 6-7. 9-7, I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. All right, here we go, folks. Chicago making a run. Oh, Colorado making a goalie change. Fitzgerald looks like he got a little cold in there. Might have gotten in his own head. Monty's going to step up. We don't know if it's going to be for the rest of the game. Monty Montgomery seeing his first playing time of this game. He played last night very well. Two totally different goalies. Garrett Fitzgerald's smaller, more compact, quick, lightning quick reflexes and angles on that young man. Monty Montgomery, our mountain in the corner. He's a big man, big pads, and big stops. You never know what to expect when you play the Colorado Sabertooths. No matter which goalie you get, it's going to be good. Monty's in the pipes right now. Garrett's supporting the team on the bench. Here we go. Colorado with the ball on offense. 10 seconds on the clock. Winding down on the shot clock. Man behind. Shoots it from behind. Are they going to count it? No. Colorado keeps shooting those balls from behind, and I don't think we're going to count those today. Chicago ball establishes themselves on the offensive zone. Still down by 2 goals. Here we go. We got 4 Chicago players at the point. 1 down low. Now they're starting to spread through the zone. One guy's working through a screen. That is Dylan Weber trying to set up through a screen. Ball comes loose. Back to the corner. Wide shot on a quick shot. No shot. Shot clock expires. Colorado Sabertooth ball. Pass to midfield. Midfield gets it. Taylor Emery. With the offense, he's going to the low angle. Sets it up. Gives it off to Mike Kerrigan. Coming higher. Cutter through the middle. Clark Woodard can't take the connection. Kerrigan comes for the ball to slow down the Chicago rush. He gets the slowdown. Defense catches up with him. And we're now man-to-man in the zone with Chicago possessing the ball. Colorado on defense. Here we go at point. Preston Plume takes the player. Rolling around. Switch. Got Matt Noble on the ball on number 32. Sean Brogan across the middle. Playing alrighty. Cannon low. Can't get it. Another one. Into Monty Montgomery's stick. He controls it. Takes the outlet quick. And we're up the boards. There he goes. Clark Woodard brings it in. Bad pass to the corner. Can't connect. Coming back Chicago's way. Chicago with possession in their own zone. Walk it over the midfield. Captain Ryan Knox. There we go. Possessing at the point. Trying to muscle. Nobody's there for him. They're calling a goal on that. Seems like there was some extracurriculars before the play. Not sure how that happened. Still counts as a goal, folks. Doesn't matter how pretty it is. All right, we are a 1-goal game here, 8-9. Colorado still leading. Face off. No control yet. Down in the Colorado zone. Chicago's got it. Behind the cage. Tries for the same goal the Sabres have denied from behind the cage. And Monty corrals it. He gives it up to the transition player Sanderson. Sanderson to Stanton. Stanton waiting for Tate to pull in behind him. Drops the ball to him. Tate settles the offense. Everybody gets to their spot. And we are in one-on-one defense versus Tyler Snyder handling behind a screen. Mike Kerrigan in the corner. coming around the point. We've got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to work with. Kerrigan makes a move. It's going to the crease. Shot saved. Chicago ball. They gather the rebound. Rebounds up. Chicago running down the bench side. Right into the boards, right in front of us. Ball's loose and out. And we've got a penalty here. Number 3, Matt Noble gets another penalty for boarding. No penalty on Chicago, it appears. Could have been a hold. We're not sure. We're not the refs. Their job. We're going to let them do it. Hope they do it well. So it's going to be a 5-on-4 here in the Colorado zone. Knox has the ball at point. Here we go. Ball's in play. Chicago down the bench side, deep. Back up. Down the bench side, deep. Underhand. Wide. Cannon off the glass. And that's going to be an over and back depending on who gets to it. Goalie makes a move for it and stops the play. Brian Larson heads up play. His player was not going to be able to make the touch. Some of the fans out there yelling for a delay of game call because the goalie flicked the ball away, but that's not going to get called in this championship. Here we go. Colorado brings the ball in through Kevin Tate. Kevin Tate waiting for something to happen. They are just going to burn this, they think. Just going to play a little bit of catch-up point. Wait to see what happens with the clock. If Chicago's not going to pressure, then we're just going to run it around, Colorado says. They've got 3. No, they've got no shot clock on this with that new rule. They can burn the full 2 minutes, folks. They do not have to wait. A little bit of pleasantries on some of the off-ball players. Here we go. Tyler Snyder running it, still running it around. Here we go.
2-12.
Tyler Snyder still with the ball, still holding the ball.
1 more minute.
1 minute left in the penalty, 1 minute down. They've efficiently killed it. Held possession, never had a question. There we go. Ball's back to the point. Looks like Chicago's content to let them burn this penalty. Go full strength, 5-on-5 at the end of it. Colorado leads by 1 goal here in the third quarter. And they're finally going to start to double. Here we go now. All right, yeah! And a big unexpected goal from Tyler Snyder playing catch. Lets it go, and it hits the goalie and goes in.
That one was about 111.
We're going to call that an 111-mile-hour shot. Just looking at it. It looked like it was going at least 110. I'll say 111.
2-12.
Still in the box on Colorado. Still man down. Up by 2 goals now. It scores 10-8. Win for that last goal to get put on the board. And we're all caught up here in Grand Rapids. Face off. No possession. Lots of sticks on the ground. Lots of bodies pushing. Ball comes out. Ball comes up out of play, off of. We're going to see what the call is. Ball's off of Colorado. It's going to stay Chicago. And they get their first chance at this power play. All right, Colorado. 30 seconds left on the man down. Chicago works it around. They've got a cutter. They've got backup. Looking for a hard crank from the point. And he gets it. Right through the screen, into the net. Zach Dorn, number 8, gets the cannon. And we are 10-9. Colorado still holding on to a slim lead. Waiting for the face-off. Personnel adjustments. All right, and we're ready for the face-off here with 2 minutes left in the third quarter in Grand Rapids. Colorado leads this championship game by 1. Face-off. Won by Colorado. Taylor Emery gets it. Making a move to the cage aggressively. Pulls a defender. Pulls 3 defenders. Thinks better of it. Pulls it out. Settles. And they've started the Colorado offense with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Lots of traffic, lots of motion. Sunshine, Taylor Emery lets one go. Off the back wall, off the top net. That's going to be a Chicago ball, and they are on the move. Chicago is on the move. undefended, and now Colorado's got their man on the floor. Slows it down, and we are 5-on-5 here in this championship. Oh, goes for an interception, misses the long pass. Monty makes the long save right into the stick. He's looking for a smart outlet at midfield. He's got it. Tyler Snyder with the reception, settles the ball. Waiting for everybody else to get with him. Mild attempt at a hidden ball trick. Not very many people fooled here. Shot by Kevin Tate, hard off the back of the net, into the high net. So that's a Chicago ball nonetheless. All right, here we go. Chicago brings up fast pace to the midline. They're pushing hard. 3 Weber. He's pushing, looking for some help. Ball goes behind, squirts out. Defender on the boards, playing them solid. Chicago's got the ball, bringing it around, looking for a cutter. No dump. Big man 88, Chris Silvera, takes possession, takes a shot wide. Scrum forward on the ground in the corner. Ball comes out. Colorado gets it. They've got midfield. Quick break. Thought better of it. He resets to 2 players. They've got 3. And now it's time to run the offense. Oh, Luke Miller brings it in. Luke Stanton. Shot clock's down to 5. Matt Noel behind the cage. Gets it off. Bad pass. Can't get the shot off. Shot clock violation. Shot clock violation. Colorado. Chicago's ball. Chicago's going to pick it up deep in their zone. Hustle it up to midfield. And get their offense going. Ryan Shahidapur sets the offense for the Outlaws. 2 knocks. Dorn in the offense. He's one of their hot hands. Shot clock's winding down hard on Chicago. They may not get this shot off. Monty Montgomery makes the save as the shot clock expires.
Here we go, White. There we go.
End of the 3rd quarter, and we are 10-9, Colorado. Looks like Colorado made the right decision, putting Monty in at the right time. He's coming up big when they need him. We hope there's no injury news about Garrett Fitzgerald and that he is fine and just a little tired from the travel, we assume. Monty Montgomery taking the start, taking the goal, and riling up his team as we speak. Chicago chomping at the bit to get back on the field. Colorado talking about it some more. They've got the timeout, so it's their time to burn. Seems like we're doing okay in here. Fans are having a good time. They're well fed. Cheering loud, supporting their local guys. Fans here from all across the region, all over the CILL footprint, which ranges from Pittsburgh all the way out to Colorado. We've got several teams planning on joining the league next year, including all the returning teams from this season. So it should be a good year for lacrosse next year in this country, especially the American player, who does not often get the opportunity to develop like this. This league gives American players who cannot move to Canada the opportunity to elevate their game. Some of these teams with affiliations with the NLL, like the Sabertooths, are loosely affiliated with the Colorado Mammoth in that they offer advice and support and all the things that a new budding team needs. So these players are benefiting just by playing. Some of them may move up to the NLL, some of them may go up to Canada, but all of them are getting better because of this opportunity. CILL is the only national lacrosse league operating in this country other than the Pro League, the NLL. These guys are it when it comes to pure American talent. 100% American roster on the Colorado side, 99.8 on the Chicago side. I think they have one Canadian. We'll find out. I think they brought one player down from Toronto, and the rest are their traditional Chicagoans. Chicagoans. San Diegans. Face off down. Here we go. Chicago gets a run at the ball. They get the scoop on the first try. Heavy pressure at midfield. He loses the ball. Scrum forward. 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-2. It's a foot race to the ball. 1-on-1. Shahidapur. No midfield count on that one. Looks like Chicago got away with one, taking about 15 seconds to gain the midfield after possession, but that's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. We're going to run down the shot clock here. Gets the goal on Monty Montgomery. Ryan Knox ties the game. We are all knotted up here in the third quarter, 10-10. A little disdain towards the referees on this one. They may have blown a call on that one. They're talking to coaches John Gallant and Matt Ogden on this one, and trying to work out the details.
Coach.
Is Ray playing for you guys? All right, a little chatter between the boxes here, railing down our bench here. Colorado and Chicago, no love lost. All right, they're counting the goal. Discussion is over. Face-off down. Colorado wins it. Django, Justin DePalma gets the ball. Colorado ball. Jordan Henry settles it. Chris McGurn at the point. Mike Kerrigan takes a hard shot. Off target. Shahidapur gets the rebound. He's running it back down the field. Brings it over midfield. Gets it. And they get the goal and take the lead. We're going to see what happens. There's some discussion. This may be a no goal because of bench play. No goal. Goal's called off. Door was open. Looks like the door was open. A dangerous play. It looks like it's going to be a penalty for Chicago. Interference. Ball for 2 minutes. No goal, so we're back to 10-9. Colorado ball. So we are Colorado still up by 1. Working out the glitches here. Here we go, waiting for the ball to start. Kevin Tate brings it in for the Sabertooth. There's the whistle. Working it around Colorado to the corner. Taylor Emery working it back around. Everybody gets a touch. Tate gets the shot. 5-hole save. Rebounds loose. Nobody's got it yet. It's moving downfield towards the Chicago end. Don't know what that call was or why it wasn't a call. And here we go. Taylor Emery on defense. Chicago got the ball back. Here we go. Scoreboard still shows 10-10, but we all know it's 10-9 Colorado. Working out that too. Technical problems. Here we go. Chicago sets up the ball. Burning their penalty the way Colorado did. They seem content just to play a little bit of catch.
Here we go! Block off!
Did they count that? Oh, that was it. Okay, after some clarification, the first goal did count, the second goal did not count. So we are now at 10-10, tied up, no questions asked. And we've got a flag and a penalty. Waiting for the call here from the referee. Looks like we might have an opportunity for a 2-man advantage for Colorado. We'll see what happens. Referee's coming over to clarify.
1 penalty. 16, 2 minutes or so. 2 minutes or so.
All right. So there's 1 penalty or 2. All right, so we've got some confusion here about the boarding. All right, here we go. Colorado starting with the ball. We have a two-man advantage, it appears to be. So we've got a two-man advantage, one penalty on this play, one pre-existing penalty. About a minute left on the first penalty, 2 minutes on the second penalty. Fresh shot clock for Colorado. Two-man advantage, trying to take advantage here in the first minute so they can still run it for the second man penalty. Here we go, passing, looking around. Confusion in the passing, ball comes loose. And Colorado gets a boarding call. This should be even strength, right? So we're shot clock. 43 still for another 20 seconds. So we're 4 on 3 here for another 30 seconds or so. Chicago's got the ball on a double team at their point. Colorado engages heavy. Here we go. Do we want to set aside? Sing, and they want to. Runs in, low shot, off 10. That's a reset on the penalty, on the shot clock. Penalty should be releasing here momentarily. We got a runner trying to pick the ball out. It's over and back. No possession, no over and back. Chicago setting up. Got Weber running low. Little man with a big heart brings it across, shot across the crease, no contact on Monty, stays in zone. Don't know how. All right, here we go. Monty Montgomery takes his stance. Chicago ready to play here. 4 on 4.
10-16.
Chicago runs the point, looking for a hard cannon. Can't get it, disrupted by the Colorado defense. He rides him hard. He gets the ball out of his stick. Can he corral it in time? He cannot get the ground ball. He's pushed from behind, and he gets the penalty. Colorado on the ground. Chicago gets the push. Colorado ball in the settled play from the point. Tied up 10-10 here in the third quarter with about 10 minutes left. Colorado moving the ball around. Good passing. Dumps to the corner. Push from behind. On that one, no call. Man goes down to the ground. Players are filing into the corner hard. You've got all but 2 players in the corner fighting for this ground ball. All right, Chicago ball coming down the floor. Okay, slow push for the Chicago Outlaws. You go, setting up their offense.
Yep.
5 on 4. Colorado's playing man down. Here comes that 5th player. Comes in just in the nick of time to disrupt the long pass to the free man. There we go. Little contact, some pleasantries. Here we go. Ball's coming in. Chicago dishes across to nobody. They retain possession. No, and Colorado's got possession. Shot clock expires. Doesn't matter. Colorado brings the ball up. 3/4 speed, unguarded, and he's got the midfield line settled. Here we go. About 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball's deep in the zone. Ready to set up the offense. There's a challenge down GLE, set off by the defender. McGrin keeps trying to go get it. Oh, and it's knocked out of his stick into the crease for Brian Larson, the goaltender, to control. Short outlet pass brings it up the board side of the field. Met at half field by a Colorado Sabertooth player going after the stick. Heavy play. So Shahidapur makes it through with the ball. looking for an outlet. Controlling. And there it is. Number 1 from the Colorado Sabertooths gets a ground ball. It's dropped. He dishes it in. Shot off the foot of Brian Larson. Colorado maintains possession, gets the push. The referee does not seem to know the rule about being able to run through the crease after you shoot, so he has awarded possession of the ball to Chicago. That's a shame. That was a good run by the Colorado team. Very physical play. Number 1 puts him over the boards. And they're getting into it pretty heavy here.
It shouldn't be, but I mean, you blew the whistle or got it off.
Inadvertent whistle we can call.
Hey, Chris. Inadvertent whistle. That's not it.
And we're working out the details here in the box. Commissioner Russ King steps in and offers in his 2 cents and straightens everything out. Here we go. Looks like we've got no penalty. So with the lack of a penalty and the inadvertent whistle, it should be a Colorado ball. Still discussing that. We're not sure which way it's going to go. Colorado had possession before the play. It was halted by the referee's whistle. We'll see what they decide right now. All right, we're going to take a little break here and come back.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented, athlete-customized, high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments, that dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire-and-forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and to find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com.
All right, we've got some confab still going on between Coach John Gallant with 12 years of experience and our new referees, trying to explain some rule differences that we're coming across. Trying to explain some of the differences between the outdoor game and the indoor game, which are extensive, even though they are similar. The rules are quite different. The offenses in indoor lacrosse run more like basketball offenses. The outdoors offenses for lacrosse are very spread out with cutters and rotation plays, things like that. It's a very different setup of play. So we're trying here to incorporate the outdoor referees into our indoor game, and we're willing to educate them and teach them some of the obscure rules that don't always get taught. So, doesn't look like Colorado won that argument. Chicago's going to maintain possession, and we all part as friends. All right, and here we go. Chicago starting with the ball. 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. Heavy pressure. Chicago's got the ball. Shahidapur goes to the ground, dishes off. Setting up the cannon from the point. Underhand. Goes wide. Collected by a Colorado defender. He's got a break. He's one-on-one with the goalie. And he gets the goal! Keaton O'Hare, one-on-one, off the bounce.
It's a classic case of the ball don't lie. No, I did. No, when I said to him, he goes, it's white ball. I said, well,
all right.
Then you would.
Here we go, folks. Setting up the face-off again here at midfield.
No, the ball's
getting ready. It's 11-10.
The ball's down, so then I appreciate it. I get it.
7 got the goal. So we are 11-10, Colorado Sabertooths here with 8:30 left in the third quarter, ready for the face-off, and face-off's out. Chicago possession, moving down the field fast and hard. Defense steps in, steers off the play. Chicago settles to the point through knots. He's going heavy, he wants some help. He takes a big shot off the goaltender. Chicago re-corrals it. No contact with the goaltender there, so we're going to call no shot clock. That's over and back, and Colorado will get the ball back. There we go. Clark Woodard brings the ball in for the Sabertooths. He's about midway into the zone on the far side boards. He dishes off to Stanton. Stanton's the hard left-hander with the brilliant placement of the ball usually. He's making a move on the far side, looking for some motion. He's got some help, but the help can't hold on to it. The ball's down on the ground. It's up in the air. It's into the corner, into a Chicago stick. They're making their move. Chicago slowly over the middle line. Chicago obtains the midline. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 32, number Sean Brogan picks up the ball. Far to Weber. Weber tries to make a move. And he gets the goal around Monty Montgomery. Right, nice little run to the crease and ran straight across the top to the far post where Monty Montgomery just couldn't get there in time. Tough save from the doorstep. So here we go, face off. We're tied at 11, 7:30 left in the third quarter. Face off midfield, here we go. Chicago gets the face. Possessed down their zone. Playing them. Penalty on Colorado. We're going to play through it until there's a stoppage. Ball's still up. Flag's still down. Shot on goal, off. Monty makes the save. No possession yet. No possession yet by Colorado. Play still goes on. And now Colorado gets possession. Okay, we've got a cross-check to the head on Preston Plume. 2 minutes in the box. Going to give them a man-up opportunity here. Chicago gets ready with the ball. Dorn brings it in. Working the ball around the Outlaws offense. Faking big shots. Big shot gone. Miss. Back to the point. Re-corralled. No reset, hard shot, fake, off, cage, no reset, down to 10 seconds for the Chicago offense. Here we go, he dumps, he's going to take that shot, he misses wide. That's over and back at midfield, and he leaves the ball there. He does not want a delay of game penalty. The referee moves the ball for some reason. All right. Taylor Emery gets the ball at the point. We're waiting for the sunshine to start. Tyler Snyder with the ball, dancing at the point. He pulls 2 defenders. Runs it down the bench to the goal, to the corner. Pulls it out again. Just using his speed, folks. All he's doing is running out the clock here. He wants to burn this penalty so the Colorado Sabertooths can get back to full strength. Colorado fakes. Chicago doubles. Snyder runs. Snyder outruns again. He's quick, folks, and he's strong. He can handle this job. Matt Noble at the point. He's working it around. Down to the side. Chris McGrin starts it. Fakes a jump. He's working him. Chris McGrin back and forth. Alex Stanton moving back and forth. Fakes his defender, gives it to Matt Noble. Matt Noble makes a run down to the crease. Runs behind, looking for a top side. No help yet, no help yet. Matt Noble going to the cage. On the goal. Hits Larson, Larson controls it. Larson out to Chicago's defender. Defender riding hard. Oh, and that's a penalty on the backfield by Mike Aiello. Gets a tripping penalty. And Colorado capitalized and gets the goal right away. And that's going to be Keaton O'Hara and Taylor Emery on the goal. O'Hara, did you get that? Who scored that? Keaton scored that? Okay. Taylor Emery had the goal. Taylor Emery gets the goal. Keaton O'Hara gets the assist. And the Colorado Sabertooths are 11-11, tied up again.
Taylor Emery.
O'Hara, sorry. All right, we're back in play here. Colorado's got the ball deep in the Chicago zone. Colorado moves the ball down low, looking for some help. Sticks up, nobody's there.
No.
All right, we've got the ball high point. It's working its way around. Shot clock expiring. And he gets the goal with .0001 seconds on the clock. It goes in and the referee sees it. Excellent call by the referee. Here we go. Colorado Sabertooths up 12-11 in this championship game. Garrett, who got that? Kevin Tate gets the goal. Kevin Tate with milliseconds on the clock gets the goal. Face off again. Here we go. Ball's out. Chicago's got it. Shahidapur brings it over midfield. He's looking around. Yeah. Kevin Tate, one of our proud Colorado transplants from the Grand Rapids, Michigan area, Detroit originally. Chicago tries for over the back of the goal and fail. Monty with the save. Colorado corrals the rebound. Gets it out. Colorado looking for the midfield line. They establish. There they go, right to the crease. Play on. Off the feet of the goalie. He controls it. Larson gets the ball out over midfield. Here we go, and Chicago's on the offense. Weber comes in close again. Goes for the one-hander, misses wide. Might have been a pass, might have been a shot. Not even he knows. Here we go. Knotts at the point, gets a step. He's back under D. All right, they're shooting low on purpose here. They must have got some scouting. Monty with the big save, 5-hole. Right into the net. He gets it out to a defender. Number 1 brings it over. We establish on the midfield, and Colorado Sabertooths ball in midfield. They've got 18 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to work with here. Working it around. Tyler Snyder with the ball on the bench side. Approaches the goal, fakes. He's looking for a shot. No help. Heavy pressure. He resets and pulls it out. Gives it to the corner. Hard shot. Right into the stick. Goalie makes the save. Brian Larson with the big outlet. It gets cut off. Intercepted again. Back Chicago's way. Here we go. They want this bad, folks. Everybody's fighting for every ball. Chicago running fast, shooting hard. Goalie makes the save. Monty Montgomery corrals it after a big save. He looks short to number 1, the new defender. Long, right to the crease, right to the goal! A 65-yard assist from number 1 to Chris McGrin. 13-11. 14-11 now. 3-goal lead for the Colorado Sabres. Here with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Here we go for the face-off, folks. Everybody's ready. Everybody's fired up. Here we go. Oh, goes over Colorado's stick. Field of men chase down to the Chicago goalie. Passes it off to a player. Oh, and we've got an illegal timeout white here on the play. Don't know why they slowed that play down. They might have had a break. But here we are at the stoppage. Maddie, third quarter? It's the third quarter. Fourth quarter? You sure? Did the goalie switch 2 times?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I don't want you guys to ask 3 questions like that.
That was Russ.
That was me.
All right, folks, here we go. We have 2 minutes left in this game. My mistake. I have been announcing the third quarter because I'm not very smart. So, I am sitting out because of a concussion. I want you all to know that. I should be in this game, but my brain said no. So, it's, I lost my car. I can't remember where I parked my house. Stuff like that. So it is the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 minutes left in this exciting action-packed game. That means with a 3-goal lead, under 2 minutes to go, this one is going to get hard. Chicago wants it, and they're going to fight for it. Colorado wants it, and they're going to defend their turf. This is their trophy, and they are not ready to give it up. Colorado defending the ball. Chicago brings it into the corner, starting from the far corner. Playing man-on-man defense. He's setting up the turn and shot. He's setting up the turn and shoot. He can't get it. The defender's riding him hard. He's got the stick side. There we go. Off the goal. His short shot just to reset the clock. He gets it. Chicago maintains possession. I thought he hit the goal. I wouldn't have given him that one. Colorado brings it in. Shot high. Goalie save. Brian Larson to the corner. Chicago maintains possession. They're coming in numbers. 3 across midfield. Heavy, heavy. 1 sub, 2 sub. 3 sub, blue sub. Here we go. Weber behind the cage with the ball. Threatens the Colorado crease. Pulls it out. Puts it back to the point. We've got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Player sets up from the point. Hard shot goes wide. 4 seconds on the clock. 2, 1. There we go. That's a shot clock violation for the Chicago Outlaws. Colorado ball. See if there's a call here from the scrum in the corner. I see no hands in the air. We are all happy, shiny people. Colorado ball back over midfield. Settled. 5 Colorado players coming onto the floor. 5 Chicago players waiting for them. Here we go. Ball's top right. Kevin Tate switches over to Chris Madrin, top left. Up the bench side, board side, I'm sorry. Push, push, push. High pressure in the corner. Shot clock expires. Chicago ball. Chicago's going to bring it down with 18 seconds on the clock. Knotts coming in. He wants one. And there we go. Monty corrals it. He's holding it. 7 seconds left on the clock. And folks, we are about to have a final. Oh. Colorado wins the game 14-11. Nice job, Chicago. Thank you for coming. Nice job, Colorado. Everybody get home safe, and thank you for listening to us here in Lax We Trust and Spreaker. Good night and good luck.